Hi, my name is Kelly O'Connor. I'm 26 years old. I am a 2007 Larkin graduate. I was diagnosed with a kidney disease when I was 10 years old from misdiagnosed strep. The doctors said it was just a common cold, and it wasn't. So I went home with no medication, and things just progressively got worse. So I went to a different doctor, which then told me that it was a kidney disease. They put me on steroids, which anyone that has taken steroids knows that it's not fun. I gained about 60 to 80 pounds, broke out like really bad on my face. I was on steroids for about 3.5 years. Then they took me off and put me on Celcept till I was about 17, which the kidney disease went away, so I didn't need any medication besides blood pressure medication, which the kidney disease gave me high blood pressure. I actually grew up in a dialysis center. My mom was a dialysis nurse. So she used to take us there after school to wait. So she was a charge nurse, so she was in charge of all of that. And me and my brother used to play around in the parking lot and stuff and wait till she got off work. And then that's where I met my nephrologist now, Dr. Zahid, because he worked with my mom. In 2010, my mom passed away from a car accident, which then all the stress from her passing away, and I had caught the flu, and it's just my body couldn't take the cold and then the stress, and so my kidneys failed, and they were like at a 10% function at that time. So I saw a different nephrologist before Dr. Zahid, and he put me on steroids again to try to reverse the process, but it was too late. So by the time I got to Dr. Zahid, there was nothing he could do, so he made the decision to put me on dialysis, which allowed my kidneys to function at 15%. So dialysis is where I'm hooked up to a machine 3 to 4 times a week. Well, 3 times a week for 3 to 4 hours. They hook me up to a machine by sticking 2 needles in my fistula, which the fistula is where they tie the vein to the artery, and then they take all the toxins out of my body. So if I wasn't on dialysis, I would probably live max 2 weeks. I'm on the donors list at Northwestern in Chicago. I've been on there for about 2.5 years. It takes 2 to 5 years to get a kidney off the list, and it's easier to get a living donor. I have a rare blood type, so it takes even longer for me to get a kidney off the donors list. Autumn actually approached me about it and said that she was thinking about it for a while, and she made the decision to donate. She said if she was a match, then that means she should donate, and if she's not, then it's not meant to be. She happens to be universal, so. So we're raising money to try to cover all the expenses, whether doctor bills, medication, the recovery process. Autumn's recovery process is going to be about 4 to 6 weeks, so she's not going to be able to work. Mine's going to be about 3 months. So for the first 3 weeks, I'm going to need 24-hour care. With my kidney disease, it prevents me from working, starting a family, and just doing things I want to do. Like, I've always wanted to travel, and I kind of can't travel with being on dialysis 3 times a week, so I really need this kidney. Okay, this is Autumn Perez, she's my living donor and my best friend, and she's going to tell you how she decided to give me her kidney.
So, I've known Kelly for years. I used to see her a lot. I kind of was there throughout the whole thing when she started getting sick, and I seen how she started feeling weak and looking kind of miserable. I used to work for Dr. Zahid, which is her nephrologist, and I was there when he decided to make the decision that her kidneys weren't functioning properly, so he had to put her on dialysis. So I knew that she needed a kidney transplant. I started praying about it, and I really felt that in my heart God was telling me to give her my kidney. So I told Kelly that I would call the hospital and I would find out what my blood type was, and if my blood type was her blood type, that means it was meant to be. I called the hospital and they said my blood type was O positive and her blood type was B positive. So I didn't think we were a match at first, but I found out that O positive is universal. So ever since then, basically everything was pretty much matched. All my testing has been cleared. We initially decided to do the surgery in March, and just so happens that a couple weeks ago I found out my doctor was taking the whole month of March off, so it kind of works out perfectly.
Okay, you can click the link to the GoFundMe page to donate. Anything is appreciated, and we thank you for your support and ask you for your prayers that everything goes well and we make a smooth recovery.